So, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, the protocol is observed. Criteria 1, criteria 2, that is elections and campaigns vis-a-vis community guideline and strikes. These are the areas that we mentions the most, and that is Rogers Telecommunications. Okay, yeah, briefly about the informations. Okay, and then how we campaigned and how they went on outreach. Okay, how they set over 1 million people's work offline, and then the reasons is very clear. Okay, we just if you look here, these are my companies. Okay. That are really campaigning seriously on those areas, and then this is my concentrations areas. Okay, this is the Sudan's which we need here the most. Okay, when we try to mention to these criteria, most people say they don't respect us, and then they begin disobeying, and then we come with the solutions. We created this map here, which is the Sudan. Okay, and then we open up equatorials, and then we connect with the Khartoums. That's the list we did here. Okay, and then we on which we attended this conference of Microsoft around 2018. Okay, and then Microsoft, if we say it now, we are using the Microsoft standard. This is Microsoft standard. This is when internet is off, when the internet is on. Okay, on vis-a-vis, if you look here on criteria, this is the sign when the internet is off. This is when Microsoft internet is on and off. Okay, on and off is more helping than totally off like that. This is internet. When we deal with the internet, they mean the northern safe side. Okay, if the whole things look like this, that's when there is no power. If they look like this, that's there is a power. Microsoft power is on only. Okay, on like that. Okay, so now let's start here a little bit deeply on these issues here. This is not an safe site, but not an safe site is internet is off, and which is offline. Okay, basically Microsoft internet is off. That is when this button is done like that. Okay, and then this is internet off. Okay, and then it happened around this hour and these days. So from whole day yesterday and all days yesterday, they said the reasons there, and this is when is recovered, is on. Okay, internet is on, and then here that is the internet light. You can see those blinks they're on, and then sometimes can cause these ones, and then sometimes can cause these ones to operate. When it causes these ones, you can only go to Microsoft for free computer use, and then if it causes these ones, you can no longer go online. People won't see you. You will work offline, right? So that is the differences we are meaning here. So vis-a-vis, if you look here, this is the areas of Sudan which we are meaning. We want our unifications as Equatorians with the South Sudanese at large. Okay, this is the Muslims communities. They said by year 2070 their number will go back to normal if they operate as a Sudanese. Okay, so this is where we are facing the problems. You see here, this is the South Sudan people defend force. They are militaries, they are rebels, right? This is rebels. This is M23 is also rebel in Congo, DRC. And then SSPDF is also the SPLA in Sudan as a rebel. Okay, so this one here is the refugees from Sudan to Uganda. This is refugees from Sudan to Kenya. Okay, this is how they looks. And then this is the Arabs who are at peace. This is the Arabs at peace. This is the refugees at peace. This is the refugees at peace who are hungry. This is the rebel. They're hungry. Why? Because they are just the reasons of rebels. Okay. So now let's deal with these cases here, as in these elections and in these campaigns, vis-a-vis community guideline and districts. And we are here in Canada. That is, of course, let's say that is a TV. Okay, this is what they call internet. Okay, on the areas, that is what they call a phone. So here our campaign and the community guideline is to ensure, okay, to ensure, yeah, if we stand as a companies, what suggestions and what solutions are we supposed to bring to Canadians at large? Are we really helping the Canadians or no? Yes, we have to be helpful here and understandable. Okay, so it says when the internet is on, when the internet is off, do we need help? Yes, for sales, not for bills. That is the reasons. Okay, we are here, we stand as these companies which you are seeing there, and then we try to show you some companies, our concentrations and our do-overs. Okay, our advantages and disadvantages that we see, and then we are trying to evaluate to end these Rogers, Bells, Kudos, Fidos, and the insurance companies as well, their policies of billing the people's per month and then following the people's, asking for your birth date, asking for your names, asking for every single things you have, and then even collecting your money by force. That is a force which they are using. They look rebels. And then our suggestions, we are new companies here in Canada. Okay, this is the Stone Finance Bank. We are new companies. If we are new companies, this is Wind as a new company also. So our main objective is to come to Canada is to ensure, yes, we understand this is Rogers, this is Bells, this is all these telecommunications. Okay, we campaigned to ensure, yes, we stand as a government, we stand as a God-fearing people, and then we stand as example providers so that we sell this product, which is the internet, which is this guy here, which is the internet here, and this thing here, this one and this one, as all together, whatever their cables and related things, we sell them all in once for $19. Okay, you buy and then you own it home at a cheaper price and at lower price. That's the least we're gonna do. So if you look at those Rogers and Bells and whoever, they are not doing very much for the Canadians. Okay, they are after these people's money. They are after chasing them per month, and then they after their age, they are not helping even their age. Everybody is going worse. That is like they are helping the rebels feed wells. Okay, they are not helping people like these ones here, which we are saying. If this is Canadians, whatever they're in Sudan, whatever this map here is doesn't look Canadian map, they are really Canadian map. We are in the world map, okay? Wherever we go, we are in the world map, right? We need people like this, not people like the militaries, okay? We want people like this, not people like the rest. We want people really reasonable. Whatever this is a city standard, we want the people in the cities, which we call the Canadians. Okay, standard, not the military rebels standard. Okay, that's what we are doing. So if they are really not helping, and then they are really after these people's affairs, even pulling away the food from their mouth, and then they have to throw it away. We want to return those food back to those people's mouth, okay? By selling the product to them at a cheaper price at $19, that's the least we can do in the market levels, because we stand out as a company, and that's the least we can provide. We can run the backup on their behalf. That is what we stand for, okay? In these elections and in these campaigns and these protests, that is community guideline and strikes, protests, which is elections and campaign. Okay, so therefore I think this make a sense for you people if that is the least you people need us to do. So because we run the campaign with the radios, and we're using all the kind of equipments for that purpose, for those reasons, to ensure that, yeah, we get understood properly, we get all the areas that are very very difficult at least well demonstrated and then well introduced, and then without hiding any agendas, because we are an examples, we are God fearing peoples. We are really a government which is a federal, a government which is professional, and then we want to help the people stand where they belongs, and then whatever which levels they are using the product, let them buy. If that is like let's say this is Microsoft computers, you buy them, you own them at home. This is Microsoft computers, you buy them, you own them at home. That is what the product we work as our companies there. We work with these manufacturers, they work with us also, they understand our complaints, our vending levels, and then they want to minimize, they want to ease every tension so that we have two difficulties that are growing within our nations. They want to fix it, and that's why we camped, and then we bent against, and then we comes, and then we resolute, and then we found, yeah, they appointed these people of ITV, and then they have to frighten them, they have to raise for us these promotions by putting their power off, and then declaring that they have a strategies. Yes, and then that promotion is our deal campaigns, which we are winning now. And then we want this campaign to go higher and higher, and then the wealth known, so that we come as a government and as example providers, and then to the people's interests, not to the hidden agendas where against we're gonna turn back away from people's, then the hiding away from the people's, hiding the truth without helping the people's. We have to stand for the people's and then keep helping the people's manage whatever they have, okay, in the fields. Therefore, this whatever is car insurance, the guy is saying this is what you are renting, and then you have to pay insurance, and this is your car which you are driving. You have to pay insurance. This is your life insurance. You have to pay insurance. We don't want that to happen. And then what we know is you have your manual, you have your ownership, okay, and then that is your ownership which will guide you, and then that is your what you buy there is your agreement with the sales, and then you own it there without your consultations of your names. Either you will ask your name, we don't ask you about this if is all harmful to you, but at the agreements that is good for you, and then good for your health, and then which will fund you good again tomorrow, okay. So we want your business to be who your business is, not to be scaring your business, and then not to run away from your business. That's what the introductions that the whole things that we brought in this press conference, and then in these adjustments which we call now the elections and campaign, so that people get the real clue, and then the real teachings, and then the real introductions that we have, okay, so that they will be able to share it, and then they will be able to expand it, so that they will be able to like it, and then comment also to these kind of suggestions, so that we get the real points, okay, and then the real interest that people need the most, because this is the contract of this campaign which we just launched, okay, to fire this kind of telecommunications, and then the insurance company will run for how many years? Okay, that will go for 9,999 years, okay, and then to will renew as the years goes. That will be 9,999 years to come, okay. The campaign is made for long runs, and then the contract of this campaign, the sales will run for long runs. It won't stop. And then it won't make you people even broke out, and then it won't let you people even they get tough, because the guy will disconnect you right now, and then because they want to write a letter to you, they want to send a letter to you, and then they have to put your light off, they have to turn your computers off, and then they have to do anything. We don't do that. That is not safe for any companies. You are creating more this one, the wilbur post, okay, for people. We are easing the issues. We are using the forklift for people to carry the goods at the easy manner. okay, at a full manner, at a electrical manner, and then they're creating a burden for some peoples at homes. It's not safe. That is the differences we look at. If you want, that is the differences you will get. And then for clarifications of what we see, for clarifications of what we act, and then for clarifications of what we want to evaluate here at these junctures, ladies and gentlemen, this protocol is really observed. For which 18 really for 13 1301.